Thank you for turning to Chapter 2. XX, 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 XX. Can
What are
Kyrie
we
come
fighting?
out? Sora asked. Kyrie's foster mom smiled at him. She really liked him.
Oh no!
Sure, but make sure she's back by 11, alright? And don't do anything dangerous, the woman told him. Oh, I promise, Sora lied with a smile. The woman easily bought it, and called for her daughter in all but blood.
What? There was some feces, some urine, saliva, bile.
No blood,
It was
no
just
blood.
like-
She was spitting out money and paper and CDs.
I was about to say semen, but that too.
yeah, woman semen.
Computer parts started pulling out of her.
Kyrie came bounding down the stairs, and her entire face just seemed to light up when she saw Sora. Sora, she squealed, wrapping her arms around his neck, strangling him horribly as he died, hugging him. Sora hugged her back, but hide how his body just burned in pain when she did. What are you doing here? I wasn't expecting to see you until tomorrow, Kyrie asked, curious.
What the fuck are they doing tomorrow?
Dying.
Not living?
Well, that's a given, but
Come with me, Sora said, taking her by the hand. I need to, talk to you about something. Kyrie blushed at the implications and quickly tucked her hair behind her ears. She turned and yelled into the house she was going out and would be back soon. She quickly closed the door behind her and walked beside Sora as they headed towards the beach. She shyly slid her hand into Sora's, and when the brown-haired boy squeezed back, she got a rather large grin on her face. So
Just
what?
like
Kyrie
the
was
rabbit-
cut off by a finger on her lips by Sora. Yes, Faz?
huh?
What were you saying?
Just like the rather large object within Sora's pant pocket, because he needed to put the big thing there. Seriously, they got some giant pockets.
That's not where you store dicks.
Did I say dick?
And drawn
I think
dick.
we had enough dick jokes for the last chapter. What, do you want more?
Yes.
We can start reading Joe and Nikki fan fiction. Would that make you happy?
I don't think we're ready.
Does that exist?
Oh, I have some wonderful fan fiction groups then.
Anyways.
It's gonna be great.
Shh.
Anyway.
I'll tell you when we get to the island, he told her. Kyrie nodded, and they walked in silence toward the beach, where they took her boat and paddled over to the island. They tied up the boat, and Kyrie followed Sora onto the beach. Sora didn't stop when he got to the waves. No. He continued walking to the ocean. Till the ocean was up to his knees, I was hoping he was going to drown. Sora!
Me too.
Kyrie called. You're going to get all wet. Kyrie, Sora called, holding out his hand to her. Come here, please. The redhead showed slight displeasure, but since it was Sora who asked, she did what he had asked so kindly of her. She took off her shoes, not wanting them to get wet, but left her socks on so she'd at least have some kind of protection against the shells and such.
Protection.
Protection.
Yeah, foot condoms.
Thank you, Trojan socks.
Trojan man.
Leaving her shoes on shore, Kyrie waded out to where Sora was and grabbed his hand to steady herself against the waves. Sora then grabbed Kyrie's wrist with his other hand that wasn't holding her hand. He looked at her directly in the eyes, and Kyrie was sure that he was going to say next was going to change her life forever.
I fucked dead.
And then she was fucked to death. Yep.
And it did. Kyrie's eyes widened as she heard what Sora told her. What? Kyrie said, in a breathless kind of talk. Say that again?
I killed Riku.
I thought you were gonna say I killed Mufasa.
I am
should've.
Mufasa.
I would love it if Mufasa was secretly a human.
Yeah.
The harsh side.
Yeah, The Lion King was a great movie if you envision that they're all just like dudes in lion costumes. This is if Fur Affinity just like develop their own country.
Yes! 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 I want this to be reality now.
No, you don't.
I was about to say, yeah.
I don't know. I think it would be a great place to live.
Okay. The hard silence between them was like a slap in the face to Kyrie. Was this a joke? No, Sora would never joke about something as serious as this. Was Sora serious? Yes. He was the most serious that she had ever seen him. Why?
Serious
She could
Sam.
finally choke out after a while. What Faz? Faz, I'm gonna continue.
Okay.
Tears started to well in her eyes, Faz. Why and how could he do this, Faz? Sora tried to explain to her, Faz, about the darkness, Faz, but Kyrie was numb to his words, Faz. To everything except the growing horror in her, Faz.
Is she pregnant?
Yeah,
A little.
she's pregnant.
She is a little pregnant.
She's pregnant with fear.
So we're gonna go school days on her ass. Got it.
Except she wasn't pregnant, according to school days.
Yup. But it's okay. We had to prove it.
To the fact that one of her best friends had murdered the other. So why was he telling her? Cold realization hit her like the waves that were currently brushing up against her. Sora? Her eyes were fearful now, watching Sora as he bathed in the moonlight. He looked like a man possessed. Possessed by darkness. I am glad I'm not playing the drinking game. I'm sorry, Kyrie, he whispered before grabbing her and pushing her under the water and holding her there. I like to imagine he's just like trying to baptize her.
In the name of the Lord.
The girl fought. She did everything she could possibly do, from nails to trying to kick Sora in between the legs, but nothing saved her. Yeah, I'm kicking in between the legs, unless Sora has nothing down there. That would do
hurt.
something.
Again,
Yeah.
that's the object he was putting in his pocket, a cup. He foresaw this. The mastermind.
No, he's secretly a cyborg and his balls are replaced by ball bearings.
Sora practiced on bags of kittens for years for this one.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. That's what I feel.
God. That's even darker than this fan fiction.
That's darker than Sora's heart. Think about it.
Soon enough, her lungs gave on her, and she lost everything. Sora picked up the dead weight and carried her back to the shore bridal style.
Here comes the bride, all dead and died.
Oh, he laid her down far enough from the waves so she wouldn't be pulled away from the tides. And he kneeled next to her, with a kiss to her forehead. He whispered one last thing to her. Goodbye, Kyrie. I love you. He walked off, tears falling down his cheeks as he left her already stiffening body to be found. All he had to do now was one last thing he promised to himself before he joined his friends in the next life. Sora walked off, with nothing left to lose. Please, turn over to side C.
Wait, tapes have... You mean please insert tape 2?
No, side C.